Greetings, everyone. Um, is anybody really surprised that high-end fashion is blatantly disrespectful of African people? No, seriously, I wanted to know, is anybody really surprised that many of these major fashion designers have a problem with black people? I seem to remember um, during the Tommy Hilfiger craze, right? Everybody in the Bahamas was wearing Tommy Hilfiger, right? We didn't care what kind of Tommy Hilfiger it was. Even if it was just like a plain t-shirt with the Tommy Hilfiger logo, we don't care if it was 1 inch by 1 inch or if it was even just like a spot on the shirt. As long as it was red, white, and blue, it was something that we considered wearable, right? Even like fake, like the knockoff Hilfiger brands were getting some traction based on the brand, you know. But it was revealed that Tommy Hilfiger said that he didn't really want his clothing to be modeled by black people, right? In fact, he said that his clothing wasn't designed with black people in mind, you know? So for many of us, it was a blow. It was like a shock, but it didn't really stop um, Bahamians and black people around the world from wearing Tommy Hilfiger, you know? We love to wear things like Tommy, Polo, you know, things of that nature in the Caribbean. But, recently it was revealed that Gucci was releasing um, it was like a sweater that covers the face, but around the face there's the very obvious image of the lips from a blackface design. The sweater itself was black and it had like some red lips around the area where a person's mouth would be, right? And I started to wonder to myself, how could that even make it out of the discussion? Like, how did it actually make it to the production line for them to make a sweater that looks so obvious like a racist imagery, right? But it began to actually become a trend because I think now Burberry, I think Fendi, um, a few other brands have actually come out with something that resembles racist imagery. One particular group came out with a sweater with a noose around the neck. So it's becoming so obvious that this is a trend, right? And this is actually bringing me back to an earlier video I made in which I spoke about high-end goods and the fact that in order for these goods to be luxury items, right? Let's think about this clearly now. In order for these goods to be considered luxury items, people want these goods to be items that the average person cannot get, right? But as you have seen, even if we take our whole paycheck or a series of paychecks, right? Black people will do whatever it takes to get high-end fashion because we came from royalty. That's a part of us. So we will do whatever it takes to buy our jewelry and to represent ourselves in the nicest apparel that we can find. But the thing is, people who are racists, people who are the elites in society, would like to be able to wear things that they think the average person cannot access. And in my opinion, part of what is going on is these people are trying to find ways to make um, a racist spectacle in order to distance themselves from various demographics. And so the outrage that is taking place, if you notice it, is only taking place in the black community. I'm sure the outrage has caused many people to actually purchase these racist goods in other ethnic and racist groups. So, what I'm saying, we shouldn't be surprised. It was taking place for a long time. Many of these people felt like we were beneath their fashion, and it's not actually something that is new. It was taking place um, practically since the 50s or the 40s, in which we were actually alienated um, in the fashion world. Okay, but people, just let me know what your thoughts are about all of this. Are you joining the boycott? I think we should actually boycott. It would actually help us to support black business and to direct our resources to where they can actually help us and to people who actually want our business in the first place. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Um, did you hear about all of these racist product lines and fashion lines that are being released recently? Do you believe that it is a trend? I believe it's a trend and I believe it is targeted. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. One love.